Welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Opening day baseball on the show. It's the Detroit Tigers taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. All right, ready to go here. John Birdie at the plate. And the pitch. That one's in there. And here we go in 2023. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Slings to first. One up, one down. Let's take a check of the Tigers lineup. And with their ace on the mound today, they're just looking to provide him a little bit of run support, and they'll see what they can do for him.
You have to be really careful when you've got a guy like this on the mound for you to not become a spectator. You know that he doesn't give up a whole lot, but sometimes guys get a little too comfortable and don't have an urgency to score runs. You have to make sure you put him in a situation where he can get the W, but also you guys can cruise to the finish line and not have to worry about a comeback in the end.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's Riley Green. There's a strike.
0-1.
Swing and a miss, and he waves at that one.
Out there on the mound, he's setting the tone early with the fastball, 98 miles per hour up on the scoreboard.
The next pitch misses. Now 1-2.
He wanted that fastball high and tight, looking for a strikeout. Just didn't locate it very well.
And that one ripped to left. And that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And he pulls in with a double for his first hit of the year.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Fastball off the plate a little bit, but a really nice job of going with it. Punched it to the opposite field for that knock.
And the batter now, Kerry Carpenter. And first offering is fouled off. Green on at second with 2 down. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. Arozarena makes the catch. And that will end the inning. Tigers leave one. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now up for Tampa Bay, Randy Arozarena. That's in there. And now it's even up. The wind to kick the pitch. And a count 1-2. The wind and the pitch. Missing inside, 2-2.
It's a good take.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. The pitch. Good eye right there. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
This guy will throw any pitch in any count. 3-2. He goes off speed, gets the out.
Manuel Margot up to the plate. In there, and it's 0-1. Skubal, he gets a lot of swing and miss, and he keeps the ball in the yard. Not to mention the fact, not too many hits either. 0-2 as he waves at that one. Even some of the best guys in the sport are going to give up home runs from time to time, and he's an exception.
Yeah, and even with those home runs, if you're throwing strikes and keeping base runners off the paths, then those home runs are solo shots. But to this point, he hasn't had to worry about it.
Yandy Diaz in the box now. No balls and a strike. Next offering down in the dirt. You look at what the elite guys do. They strike guys out, they limit walks, and they limit the ball going out of the park. Next offering is in for a strike.
Yeah, all you want is a guy like that. Take the ball every 5th day, go out there, hand it over to the bullpen, perhaps in the 7th inning or later.
That one misses in the dirt. Next one just misses. Counts full, 3-2. The big lefty turns, kicks, deals. Got him. Strikes out the side to begin the game. What a start. Back here at Tropicana Field, and now the first baseman, Spencer Torkelson. Glasnow back to work. Swing and a ball popped up, and they get Torkelson for the out. One up, one down. Next to hit, Parker Meadows. Looking for his first big league hit right here. Foul ball. Next offering is fouled back. That one hit to right. Could be extra bases. And he's got a double. Parker Meadows with his first major league hit, and this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen, and when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you can take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
Glasnow ready and deals. And down on strikes he goes. 2 away. Andy Ibanez, the next to hit. Swings through that one. 0-1. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Bottom of the inning, and stepping in for the Rays, Isaac Paredes. The line and the pitch. That one missed.
Counts 1-0.
And it's even up. Ed Drummond, our umpire behind the plate in this one.
Yeah, Boogie's a really fair umpire, both the pitchers and the hitters. So standard strike zone, he's consistent with it. And the great thing is you don't see players questioning the calls too much. So that's a good thing in this day and age.
Chris, do players ever change their approach in meaningful ways based on who's umpiring, or is it good to just be aware of tendencies so you're not that surprised?
I'd say the latter, because the pitcher's got to pitch to his strengths regardless. The hitter's got to hit to his strength. So you're aware of it, but you have to just hunt for what you can handle. Tremendous job of bringing that ball back over the plate. He gets just enough of it to get the call. And tell you what, as a hitter, it starts out of the zone. It looks really far away, and for it to catch the outside corner, you just have to tip your cap to the pitcher.
The pitch. Ground ball, Torkelson. Steps on first for the out.
Batting six.
And now it's Jose Siri. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
0-1.
0-0 here in the bottom of the second. Right side, hard hit. Takes it himself. And that is the third out of the inning. Nothing doing for Tampa. We'll move to the third with no. Back now in Tampa Bay. Well, here we go. Top of the third, scoreless game. And now Jake Rogers. Glasnow back to work. Gets him to chase after that one. Rogers, 27 years old, and he was a third-round pick back in 2016. And fouled off. And the 0-2. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him.
Came inside with that two-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Diaz brings it in with a nice running grab. Here's Gleyber Torres. 0 for 1 so far. Pulls that one foul. Top of the third, no score. Torres, a guy the Yankees acquired for Aroldis Chapman back in 2016.
He is fearless. You can't tell if he's been in this league for 8 years.
And there's the third out. That'll do it for the inning. And welcome back as we go to the last of the third. Now up for Tampa Bay, Taylor Walls. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Ball 1, no strike.
Breaking ball in there for a strike.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Rene Pinto next to hit for the Rays. In there for strike 1.
Not what he's looking for there in the 0-0 count. Looks like he wants the ball down in the zone.
And now the count is even. Walls gets his lead at first with nobody out. The 1-1 is fouled off.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base. Try to stay out of a double play here.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, Boog, I'll tell you, when he goes to look at the video of that pitch, he's going to want to punch himself. That slider had hit me written all over it, and clearly he just got a little too excited and was out in front. Tell you what, when you get a pitch like that, you cannot miss it. Those have a chance to go a long way.
Swing and a miss, and the count even at 1.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. That's down and in.
So here we go. Base runner at first, could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate. Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts. So
he's going.
Yeah.
Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. Ball misses. Throw to second. Great jump.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on him and see if you can steal the bag, get in the scoring position.
Here's a 1-1. Looked like it was a little bit up. That one fouled off. 2-2. At the belt and fires. Just misses with that one. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Got him looking. Fastball at the letters, froze him for strike 3. The Rays strand just the 1, and we're as we go to the top of the 4th. Now the left fielder, Riley Green. And a pitch. And that is cut on and missed. Strike 1.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
And he deals. And that's downstairs and outside.
Boog, it looks like somebody missed the swing sign. That's the first pitch this team's taken for a ball all game long.
Down the left field line. Should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. And he's got his second double of the game.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there.
Oh, gets dirty. No outs. Runner on second. Ground ball right side. Diaz takes it himself. That's the first out in the top of the fourth.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Torkelson swings through it for strike one.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
On the ground to third. Tosses to first, and the first run of the game comes across.
Well, there it is, a little old school manufacturing of a run after that double. Ground out to get him over, and another ground out to get him in. Nice job to get that RBI.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Margot brings it in for the third out. Back here at the ballpark, bottom of the fourth, here's Manuel Margot. The wind of the pitch. Rolled softly, but that goes foul.
Well, these Rays, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. They've gone down on strikes at a high rate today, so it's probably time to simplify the approach and just find ways to put the ball in play.
Yandy Diaz now. In the air, out towards left center. Makes the grab, and a couple of quick outs. Isaac Paredes now. His first at bat was a strikeout. Strike one.
0-1's the count.
That misses the zone, and it's a ball and a strike.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
Next offering misses, and now 3-1.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
And that's ball four.
Looked like a questionable call in that spot. He even seemed a little surprised it went his way at the plate. But as a hitter, you'll take that all day.
Ramirez stands in now and watches strike one. And now it's even up. Paredes, the runner at first with two gone. Swing, and a ball popped up and makes the grab. And that. Welcome back. We go to the top of the fifth, and now the right fielder, Zach McKinstry. Here comes a pitch. That one lifted to left. Arozarena hauls it in for the out. And there's one down. Andy Ibanez up now for the Tigers. Struck out swinging his first time. Slice the other way. That's a base hit.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel.
To second, that's one. To Diaz, that's two. One hit in the inning. Back here at Tropicana Field, we head to the bottom of the fifth. And now, Jose Siri. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Now, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if he can mix that in whenever he wants.
0-2 now. Good eye right there.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Oh, there's a small sigh of relief right there. I mean, just to keep that speed off the base pass, it's not just the pitcher, it's other guys that have to think about it. From your infielders have to think about that runner potentially stealing, but also be in position to make a play. As an outfielder, you're thinking about a base hit to the outfield. I got to get to it quickly to try to keep this guy from taking an extra base. So I think everyone just a little more relaxed that he didn't reach base.
And a pop-up right side, foul territory. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. One down, base is empty. Strike two.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That's a little bit low.
2 strikes.
Now a screamer into the outfield. Pulls it in on the run. 2 down. Next to hit, Rene Pinto. He was a strikeout victim his first time. 0-1.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Right back to him on the mound. That's the 3rd out. He's held in check here. Still behind by a count of 1-0. Back now in Tampa Bay. Start of the 6th, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, John Birdie. The pitch. This one smacked out to left center. Arozarena makes the grab on the run. Gleyber Torres up to hit. In the air out to center. That one gets down for a hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Kerry Carpenter digs in now. They say it went. Carpenter, 25 years old. He's usually in right field, but today he's getting the DH treatment. Fouled off. He was late.
Well, a nice day off for him, not having to jog out to the outfield. Gets to be in the DH spot. Be curious to see how he keeps himself in a rhythm, not playing defense.
And 1-2. Got him. 3rd out. So no run. Bottom of the 6th. Lau at the plate. Skubal back to work. Check swing. Went around. And it's 0-1. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. The 0-2. Got him. Now 1 away.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
And first offering is fouled off. Arozarena goes 5 feet 11 inches, 185 pounds, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. 0-2 now. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Manuel Margot. Clips the corner, and that is strike 1.
Hey, 7 straight strikes to start the frame. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
Two down, nobody on. In the dirt. To first. That's out number 3. All set for the start of the inning. And here's the first baseman, Spencer Torkelson. And here it comes. Check swing. Went around. Slider right there. Swings through that one.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there. I always remember watching Johan Santana pitch, and when he was in his prime, you would see a lot of guys out in front, right-handers pulling that change up in the stands and then fouling the fastball the opposite field up into the stands.
Parker Meadows now at the plate, 1 for 2. Bunting, and it's in the air. On the run, throw to first. They handle the bunt and get the out. Now it's the right fielder, Zach McKinstry. Strike one.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Puts the squeeze on that one, and that'll end the inning. Set for the last half of the 7th, and now the first baseman, Yandy Diaz. Dylan Lee on to pitch out of the pen here.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
First offering misses the mark. And that one a little bit high.
And you get to this part of the order, yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you, if he will.
The 2-1. This one popped up. Torkelson makes the catch, and there's one away.
Well, such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in.
0-1 down. And strike 2.
No need to offer at that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. And he's down on strikes for the second time today. Harold Ramirez at the dish. And there's the strike.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
Popped up and puts the squeeze on that one. And that is the inning. Now on the mound for the Rays, Robert Stevenson.
And this could be a pretty critical point in this game. They're hoping he's the guy to keep them within striking distance.
Robert Stevenson.
The pitch. Fought off foul. And the righty deals to the left side, but it is well foul. Righty delivers. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Righty to the plate. That misses, and the count is 1-2. Swings through it for the K. Slider got him for strike 3. Jake Rogers up now for the Tigers. And that one fouled off. This to third. Paredes. Jump throw. 2 up, 2 down. So the batting order turns over. At the plate, John Birdie. Out in front and foul to the left side. And that one pulled foul. The 0-2. In the air, right side of the infield. Diaz makes a nice running catch. Tigers fail to make it. New pitcher on now, Jason Foley.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Siri stands in here, takes ball 1 low. Ripped to the right center. Should be extra bases. Safe at second with nobody out, and he represents the tying run.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. What a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all. And now a crucial opportunity to tie up this game with another base hit.
Strike 2.
These fans, they are ready to cheer about something.
And that chance handled. Fires to first on the run. 1 gone to the bottom of the 8th. And here's the catcher, Rene Pinto. Pitch is in there. It's 0-1. See the velocity, 97 with that fastball. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Now 2 away.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
First offering misses the mark. Siri stands at second with 2 gone. In for a strike. 1-2. Got him looking. Down on strikes, and he knew it.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
And the Rays, they go to the bullpen. Colin Poche.
He's got a wicked breaking ball in his arsenal, and it's definitely one of his go-to pitches when he needs an out.
And a pitch. And first offering is fouled off. Hammer, base hit. Man at first. Here's the left fielder, Riley Green. Outfield playing pretty shallow. Lifted in the air down the left side, and that'll fall for a base hit.
Two consecutive base hits for these guys here. That's a ball that a lot of times you'll see the shortstop or left fielder be able to get to if it hangs up in the air long enough. But right there, it just died and found a way to drop in.
Now this ball is down and could score a run. 1 run is in. Runner holds at third, so just 1 across on the play.
Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it.
Spencer Torkelson up now for the Tigers. calling for the intentional walk, and that loads up the bases. And the force play is now in order. And now the center fielder, Parker Meadows. And it's fouled away.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. One run is in. Now 2 runs score, and it's 4-0. And that's a double.
Right there, he does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Andrew Kittredge will take over here. And this guy can bring it velocity-wise. And now the right fielder, Zach McKinstry.
Andrew Kittredge.
In the air, left side. Drops into the glove. Runner tags for home. The throw's offline. He's safe. It's 5-0.
Man, there's a sac fly to bring home another run in this inning. These guys are just piling it on. We're seeing some really quality at-bats out of this team right now.
In the air, left field. And puts the squeeze on that. And there's 2 away. And now the catcher comes up to him, Jake Rogers. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Man at second. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Now he can't squeeze it behind the plate. Gets to it onto first. That completes the strikeout, inning over. And welcome back. Now it's going to be Randy Arozarena. Foley back to work. Line drive, and it goes just foul. Foley, in his second season, he features a sinker, a slider, a four-seamer, and he works in a changeup. Kicks and fires.
That's out.
And there's a ball. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Been a pretty rough game at the plate for him so far. A bunch of strikeouts, so that felt good, I'm sure. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there was just no one there to knock it down.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
That one the other way. Makes the catch. 1 down. And stepping in for the Rays, Yandy Diaz. And first offering is fouled off. Right-handed reliever. That one ripped. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 away now. Now here's the Tampa Bay cleanup hitter, Isaac Paredes. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Arozarena leads off first with 2 down to the inning. So now 1-2.
Now there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. And that'll do it. The Tigers take the season opener and move to 1-0.
The ball for his first career save deserves to be on display at his house. I mean, it's kind of like when a restaurant frames its first dollar bill somewhere on a wall. You just can't forget your first save.
5-0 the final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Tigers, 5 runs on 9 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. For the Rays, no runs, 3 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 51 minutes.